Well, hello there, Tankers of the Blitz universe. I'm Flossie, and this is probably the most hated tier 10 in the entire game in terms of medium tanks, the CS63. Now, why is this tank so hated, and can I actually even do any damage in it in battle? Those are the two questions we're going to be answering in today's video. But before I break into why this tank is so hated, let me go over the tank's stats, and actually, you'll see why this tank is so hated in just a second. Breaking into its gun, it deals 340 damage on its standard shells, 290 on the premium, and 390 on the HE. So not terrible in the alpha, honestly. That's okay alpha damage. Its gun depression is 8 degrees, so that's very solid indeed. Average penetration, oh yeah, here's where the things start to fall into place as to why this tank is so hated. You can see here, its AP pen is, well, pretty average. However, you can see this tank has APCR premium ammo. What? Why did Wargaming give basically every other tier 10 medium heat, and then they left this thing with APCR premium, which has gotten nerfed since Wargaming buffed AP and heat shells? Like, why does this thing have APCR? 305 millimeters of APCR to be exact. That is awful. That is the worst pen out of any tier 10 medium in the entire game. So bad. And its high explosive pen is nothing special at 56. So yeah, there's the first problem. In terms of its aim time and dispersion, they're actually not terrible. 3.1 seconds of aim time with a dispersion of 0.273 is alright. And its DPM of 3089 while using calibrated shells is actually on the lower side of things for tier 10 mediums. So yeah, not only do you have tragic premium pen, but you're also going to get out DPM'd by pretty much everything you come up against. In terms of its mobility, this is where the tank sort of has some redeeming qualities to it. It goes 56 forward and 23 in reverse, and that's not calculating gear oil. You can get this thing up to like 27, 28 kilometers in reverse with gear oil, and about like, well, I don't know, an extra 4 kilometers an hour forward. So honestly, gear oil helps this tank out on the mobility side of things a lot. But yeah. Now you might be thinking, because this tank has such bad gun stats going for it, or sort of meh gun stats going for it, and meh stats overall, you might be wondering, well, doesn't this tank have good armor to counteract that? And the answer is no. No, this tank doesn't have good armor. Its turret can be penned pretty much everywhere by most heat shells in the entire game. And its hull is trash. And yeah, you're not going to be getting many bounces in this thing at all, even when playing it hull down, because you also have hatches on the top of your turret. So there are certain strong spots on the turret, but the fact that you have hatches there completely negates the fact that you have some turret armor. Overall, this tank is just not good at all, and I don't really know why Wargaming hasn't buffed its APCR pen or just given it heat pen. It's so simple to change that, and they did it for every other medium tank in the game, and then they shoved this tank into the game, and they're like, nah, we're going to keep this as APCR with worse pen than the Caro's APCR premium pen. So the Caro, yes, it has premium APCR, but at least it has good premium APCR pen. So I don't know. This tank is just kind of a lost cause. It has so much potential to be decent, and yet Wargaming just does not want to change it. It's like they just feel like this tank should be bad. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say really about this tank. The good thing about it is its reverse speed is fantastic. So, I mean, we're able to just kind of shoot these people and then back up like super fast. But, I mean, reverse speed can only go so far to carry a tank's stats when the tank's stats are pretty bad. I don't know how he penned that shot on the 62A's turret, I'm not going to lie. That one should not have penned, but, oh well, I mean, I'll take it. I can't really do much about this WZ here. Honestly, whatever shot me in the back there is, oh, there he is, the Ritter, is hopefully going to peek. Let's see here. Can we get a shell into this Ritter? There he is. Do get one shell into him, and I guess I'll try and take the hill now. But I mean, yeah, there's just really nothing special about this tank. And honestly, if you're playing this tank, why are you doing that when you could just play a 1-2-1? That tank also has tungsten shells, and yet it has like 60 more alpha damage. So like literally, there's no point in playing something like this when the 1-2-1 exists if you feel like having a tank with tungsten in your garage. So yeah, anyways, we're gonna get a shell into this KPZ. He does literally miss me. I don't know what he's doing, but he has no camo, so he's not very good at the game. And we're just going to keep farming him out here. Now, although this tank is very bad, and a lot of people hate it, that doesn't mean you can't do good things in it. Any tank can do well if played properly. So if you do play this thing passive and you get it into the right situation and people aren't shooting at you, then you can do okay things in it. However, for the most part, you'll do way better in any other medium tank. Like, I can tell you right now, I would be doing a lot better in an M48 Patton because I'd be able to use its hull down capabilities against this Rhino here, whereas in this tank, I have to play way too passive, and it's kind of hurting my damage right now. So we'll see what we can do. The Rhino, he's kind of just moving up. I don't know what he's doing. He's just driving forward. And now he's going to turn and miss his shell on me. And he's going to kill our Object 140, which is fine because that means that I can then finish him off. So yeah, I mean, this game went okay, but that's because I didn't get focused out at all other than that Ritter at the back there. And if I had gotten focused out more, this game would have been over for me. Like, this tank, it doesn't hold up against any other mediums in the game. You can do fine in it. Like I said, I'd done 4,500 damage this game, which is good. However, any other medium tank with more DPM, a better gun, and honestly just more armor would have not only saved more HP in this battle, but done just as much, if not more damage. And that's why this tank is so hated, like I said. And yes, I'm eating chips right now. I don't know what else to tell you, but anyways, game number 1 went fine. We did 4,700 damage and assisted 600. Now, because this tank is not played by many people, it's very easy to ace. So I'll give it credit for that. We do actually get 1 ace tanker for this cool avatar thing that's part of the Star Trek stuff. Anyways, let's get into game number 2 and see if we can keep this win streak up. Now, honestly, what I would say is if you want a tank like this that has tungsten, just get a 121. It literally has everything this tank has, minus, let's say, some gun depression, but it has more alpha damage and better armor. So, like, if you're going to be driving this tank, first off, you shouldn't be driving this tank at all. It's one of the most annoying tanks to play in because you're like, oh yeah, my armor profile should work, and then it never does because you don't have any armor. So yeah, just drive a 121. You'll do so much better, and you'll have more fun playing it. Anyways, we're on Middleburg for our second battle, and we're going to see if we can spot up wherever their team is going to be going. Our 30B and myself are going to be going up top, and hopefully we don't run into like 5 tanks up here. You never know, because only 2 of their heavies are spotted. There's their bat chat. Okay, so we do get 1 shell into him. He does pen us back, but we do have our 30B over here to help us out with killing this guy. Okay, of course bro drives into my shell, so I literally... That's crazy. This guy would be a one-shot if he didn't do that. So anyways, let's get a shell into that 30B. We do get a lucky bounce from that V4, who I had no idea he was aiming at me, but oh well, that's cool. At least we bounce it. And there's the 30B on my side there, and the bat chat is also over here, who's probably going to be able to get 2 shells into me. Never mind, only 1. Okay. Well, I mean, we still have some HP left. I guess that's good. But this is definitely not as good of a first game as... Or not as good of a game as our first game. That's what I meant to say. And we're definitely not going to be doing crazy damage this battle. I can tell you that right now. Hopefully this 30B pokes this corner here. And maybe I can get a shell into him, but you never know. Maybe he'll go back this way. Let's see. Yeah, there he is. Went back that way. I don't know how we hit that shell on the corner of his turret, but we did, so that's great. He's basically a 2-shot to me. Now he's a 1-shot to me, so that's good. At least our gun's working this game. I mean, I don't know what else to say, though. Like, we would have probably killed this 30B if we were in any other medium tank right now. Oh, boy. Yeah. Like, if we had more DPM and more armor, I wouldn't be so worried about these guys. So, oh well. Here we are. Let's kill that. Oh my god, bruh. Of course. Like, this 30B is honestly annoying me right now because literally every time I either try and, like, help him out by shooting the guy, he just blocks my shell, or, like that right there, he literally just shot the same guy I was trying to shoot, and then I wasted my shot for nothing. So, oh well. It is what it is. Let's see if we can farm out this V4 here. There we go. 2 shells into him. And is he going to back up? Let's see. Come on, bro. Back up. Please, please, dude, just back up, please. Please back up. Oh my god, what is going on with my aim right now? Holy cow, my keyboard and mouse are like hitting each other because I have my hands too close together, so that's great. I love missing a shell because of that. That's fun. And let's see here. Can I hit him for the clear shot? Yes, we do, in fact, kill this guy. And that's the end of game number 2. I mean, not as good as the first game, but we still did over 3,000 damage, which is alright, I guess. We would have done a lot better in any other tank, though. Any other tank with more armor, like I said, or just more DPM, it would have done better in that situation. And, I mean, you can see here, 3,200 damage is an ace in this tank. Like, what? Like, no one plays it, man. No one plays it, and, I mean, there's good reasons for that. Yeah, Wargaming, please buff this tank. Please do it, like, soon. Please. Yeah, let's get into game number 3, Port Bay. And, let's see. Their enemy team has some decent tanks. Like, they have a 30B, they have a Batchat, 140 Sturv. Yeah, hopefully our whole team goes right. I really just need our whole team to go right, because then I can take corner and try and use what little turret armor I have to get hull down and see if I can pen people like that 140. Anyways, our heavy tanks, hopefully they're just taking the shorter path. I'm hoping that they're not just going A, but you never know. I will be going medium side regardless, though, because our other 2 tanks, our other 2 light tanks, are on this side of the map. So that's good. Let's try and get a shell into that 140. We do actually hit him on the move, which is pretty good. Our WZ's kind of getting lit up right now, which is kind of sad, but so is their 140. He just got nuked, so that's cool. Of course, the other issue is because you have to use, like, tungsten on this tank, you basically only have 1 repair kit. So the second someone breaks one of your modules, you are out of repair kits, which is very, very bad. And, yeah, it's just not nice to only have 1 repair kit, I will say that right now. Especially on a tank like this that's just not very good. So, we obviously missed the Sturv side, because, you know, this gun is great, right? We do at least pen him once there, and he's dead. There we go. The 5A is also over here. Let's get a shell into his side. And, I mean, this team is kind of lost right now, this enemy team. 183, we do get a shell into him. And, let's see if we can kill this 140 here. I'm going to try and, like, pretend like I'm going to look somewhere else, and then we're going to back up and bonk him. There we go. At least he's dead, so then all I have to deal with on med side now is this 30B, who's actually going to be a big pain in the ass, because that tank actually has more turret armor than I do. So, let's see here. Can I get another hatch shell into him? Luckily for me, this player is not very good, and he's sort of just sitting still and letting me get hatch shells into him, so, oh well. I was hoping he was going to move. Oh boy, here's the Batchat. That's cool. I love getting YOLO'd by a Batchat. That's great. Great fun, guys. Yeah, thank you for that. So it looks like their whole team's just kind of YOLOing. Interesting stuff. Well, goodbye, Batchat. Have fun. And say goodbye to the 30B as well. I'm actually really surprised this 183 did not go for me. He kind of left me alone, which is why I'm even still alive right now. If that 183 had not left me alone, I would have been screwed. So thank you, 183, for giving me some free damage here. Oh boy, he's looking at me though. Oh, he misses. That was really lucky. I almost got killed there by that 183. And yeah, another decent game, but again, any other tank I would have done better in this battle in. So that's basically the CS63. Let's see if we've aced it 3 games for 3 here. Let's see. And no. Rip. Got a first class with that one. Yeah. So, I mean, tank's okay when you get into the right situations, but yeah, I understand why so many people hate it. There's just nothing going for it. And honestly, it just needs a buff of some kind, either on its armor profile or its gun. And with that, for any of you out there who are not yet subscribed to my channel, I highly recommend you do so, as it's a fantastic way to support content like this and stay up to date when I post videos almost daily. And with that, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.